offense as well. What are you guys thinking?
What does Laney think?
Sorry, we just went live on my Instagram, so I'm a little distracted right now.
We got double live going on.
Double live. Is there any way you can get both hands up there, Randy? Holding it?
What's that now?
Can you hold this phone too?
Wow, this guy gets tired holding one phone after 5 minutes.
Yeah, happy to help here, guys. Happy to.
You can do it. Okay. Okay.
Is that good right there?
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
wow. That's even better.
Randy's
Golly,
really putting
this
the
is-
team on his back tonight. Okay.
There we go. Is that good or?
So what do I think about Texans?
I'm right here, by the way.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, so Texans, Bill O'Brien says it all the time like a broken record. This league is about improvement week to week.
Yeah.
But it's really come true for this team. I mean, I think their 0-3 start, those were close games, and then they had the overtime games, and now look at how well they're doing, and I think that that's just a testament to that Bill O'Brien is right on that point, and I think we're going to see them. I think that 0-3 start actually just put a fire under them for the rest of the season. Like, they don't want to go back there. You know what I mean?
No question about it. Way too many veterans on this team. They've done way too much and put too much into the season. Guys that have come back off of injury, guys like Kareem, who's clearly having a career season. You and Jerome and Lance talked about that a little bit. They play a team that likes to grind it out, though. The Bill O'Brien 6-game winning streak has been a total grinder, and going to Washington the way that they've been playing, even today, in their game against the Bucs, it is going to be a slugfest. Probably not a very pretty game, but we'll see about if it's a winning game.
Well, you just never know after a break. Will they lose the momentum that they had? You were sharp in a lot of areas. You'll see if that is still the case.
But
then,
Demaryius
if they get
Thomas
the win,
had 2 weeks
absolutely,
now, so
that's a good
I think
point.
that actually came at a perfect time for that change.
I bet he and Deshaun spent some time together after that last game, and then of course they got another full practice week of practice coming up. And then you got, if you can get that win, we were looking at the schedule, then you come back and you get Tennessee, is it Tennessee, I believe, on a Monday night?
Tennessee on Monday night.
So
all 3 of their division
opens
games
a 3-game
remain.
homestand. Opens 3-game homestand.
3-game homestand, 3 division games remaining, all back in Houston.
All right, so Texans will report to NRG tomorrow. We'll have it covered for you as well. What else are we talking about? Rockets. How about the Rockets getting their first home win tonight? But all the drama involving Carmelo Anthony. They say he's just sick. They say he'll come back. But we were talking tonight. None of us expect him to be in a Rockets uniform again.
He's saying the era is likely over. She ended the show saying, I think we've seen Carmelo in a Rockets uniform in a game for the last time already.
Yes, from what I think we're hearing, he is gone. His time here in Houston is over. It's just kind of a matter of when the team is going to address that. Obviously, Daryl Morey did the best he could by kind of standing up there and saying nothing, but addressing the and he did want to make the point.
They painted a good picture for Carmelo.
Well, they wanted to take some of the heat off of the other guys having to answer all these questions, so he stood in front to answer those questions, even though what was said likely doesn't play out over the next couple of days.
Which also, clearly, this start to the season has not been all on Melo at all. It hasn't been on him. I mean, it's really been on every single person, and that's what he said as well. So I think that was part of it, was wanting to take the heat off Melo, address those rumors, but that doesn't mean that that's not what's happening.
And let's say after Sergio Flores saying, why did they say he's not expected back when Morey says that's not true? So we heard from Morey, we heard from D'Antoni today. They were, again,
it's not true yet.
Yeah,
you have to put like an
right.
asterisk next to it whenever they talk about these things, because they're being not politically correct, but they're trying to say all the things that they can say without giving away what they're about to do, is what I'm thinking.
Right. Is Melo going to be here for the remainder of the season? Daryl didn't commit to that. He didn't obviously say that, but he also spun it into, we do that with all of our players. We're looking at everything. Same thing with Eric and Chris and James, who I talked to tonight in the locker room after the game. They're not saying, they said, the two actually both said the same thing, Chris and Eric. They said, we'll see what happens. It doesn't indicate anything, but if they knew he was here, they'd say one thing, I would suspect. But the bottom line is, it's not Melo's fault. But I think when everybody's healthy and this team tries to move forward, they don't see him as a part of that. So why bother continuing to have him on the roster?
And now, are we on the same understanding that this is coming from the team? This is not a Melo thing? Because some of the rumors have been about, Melo and if he wants to be here in his role, and I don't think that's been the case at all. I think he's been willing to adjust and play his role, and I think they just decided, no, we don't want you here anymore.
That's what was not lip service tonight. What Chris said, what Eric said, what Daryl said, what Mike D'Antoni said, and what everybody. It's not about malcontent or he's not happy. That's not it, really, as far as I understand, at all.
Benny Lee wrote in saying a lot of the Rockets are playing poorly. He says it's too soon to pull a plug on Melo.
Well,
he's about the only guy saying that.
They played 12 games.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I kind of agree in that sense, just because it's not like they were all playing great and then Melo's just been the sore spot through this whole beginning. It's like everyone's been playing bad. So to me, we haven't really seen what Melo would be like on this team when everyone's actually playing the way that they usually play.
Right.
So I kind of agree with that, but I guess they're just scared. Since this was such a bad start, they're like, we don't have any time to waste, maybe?
Well, they've kind of been through this before. It happened 3 years ago when Kevin McHale got fired after they started the season 4-7. Now, the belief was he had lost the locker room, which probably was true. The connection between he and the guy, James Harden at the time, wasn't there. But keep in mind, they were 3 games under when they fired him, and with 3 games left to go in that season, they were still 3 games under 500. It didn't change anything that year, but it was the one hiccup they've had in really a 5-year span of trying to be better and competing for a title, which they didn't do that
Steve Trauber says Corey Brewer is home in Houston on the couch, working out daily, waiting for a call. Won't be long. High energy guy, well liked by all.
Well,
I don't know how much he's got left in the tank.
I love, like Steve said, I love Corey Brewer in exactly the same ways.
Yeah.
He will continue. No offense to him, he will not be getting a call from the Rockets to join the team.
Well, Morey did kind of like fake us out there a few weeks ago when he posted on his Instagram, like brewing something up with a selfie with him and
because,
Corey Brewer.
like he said, we all like Corey Brewer, but.
All right, so we're getting a lot of other notes as well from
I'm gonna grab my phone
viewers
'cause
here.
I see notes too.
Okay, there you go. We've got questions on more questions on the Texans, obviously, if you want to know that. Also, Astros is losing Marwin. This is Daryl Jefferson. Is losing Marwin a done deal? Not officially, but most people think it's just going to happen.
Well, I mean,
He's
I'll
going to
take
get pretty good offers.
Yeah, and that's the tone I got from Josh Reddick when I talked to him yesterday. From Correa, same thing. That's the tone. I don't think it's, again, they don't know anything. It's not a done deal like you said, but I don't think Scott Boras is making too much of this up. There's 30 teams in the major leagues. He's going to get offers from several of them, and he's going to get paid. That's what
they want.
Somebody
Right,
wants
that's what
to
they
do,
Yeah.
and it's just not likely to happen here.
You don't get that many opportunities when you're Marwin. You jump on it. Even if, you love Houston, love your teammates. You got to do what's best. He's going to get a lot of money.
And you think that's going to be the same type of situation for Keuchel?
Yeah, and remember on Dallas, tomorrow's the day he'll officially decline the qualifying offer. Again, he hasn't said that he will. He's going to decline the qualifying offer and then essentially just go right into free agency. He already was there. He was actually in New York this week and doing a financial show, and he was talking about the Yankees, and they said, you play for the Yankees, we've got all these taxes, and you've got all these bad things, and you're going to compete here, and you'd have to shave your beard? And he said, yeah, it's all about, and I thought he was going to say money, but he said it's all about winning.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you have to?
He would okay.
Yankees don't let their players have beards.
Really?
See, he loves that beard, man.
Facial hair,
He
usually,
loves the
all
beard.
that, gotta go.
That's like a thing. Yeah.
Apparently.
All right, we got Rick Lewis checking in from Hawaii. He says he missed you guys. We say aloha.
Yeah, we have someone
here's where
on
you can
mine
find
from
us.
Denver, so.
Okay, good deal.
Across the nation after Sports Sunday Live.
Roland Puente says, pay the guy. He deserves the money. I guess he's talking about Marwin.
He's definitely talking to the majors. He's going to get paid. He's going to get $60 million plus,
Wow.
15 to 17 million a year, at least in my opinion. I just don't see the Astros doing that. I think all three of these big guys, Morton, Keuchel, and Marwin, are going to be playing elsewhere.
All right, so wrapping it up. If you have any questions, we're on for just a short period of time. We're going to wrap it up. Texans return to work tomorrow. Then they prepare for their ball game Sunday against the Redskins. Laney will be traveling to that game. And then they've got, after that, only 2 road games left at the Jets and at Philadelphia. So they're going to be home for 3 in a row after this game with Washington. So good opportunity to keep piling up those wins in the AFC
Best
South.
record remaining on their schedule is the Redskins.
Quick
That's it.
touching on U
sure.
of H, because I just remembered, because in my live I
you
can
see
see
Derek
Derek right over our
in there?
shoulder. But I did a
Oh,
story
yeah.
on Derek King tonight and the incredible season he's having. Of course, they have lost back-to-back games now, which is unfortunate, but you can't really ask, we were talking about, you can't really ask much more
Yeah,
of Derek
come on,
King.
Derek. Put 60 on the
Put
board.
75 points on the board to win a game. Come on, no. But
Yeah.
he's been doing incredible. They've had some tough injuries on defense. Of course, Ed Oliver, probably not going to see him play again the rest of the year. And but he's been doing incredible. And I think
I do wish they would just come out on Ed and just say
Yeah.
kind of the real reason why. I just think
Yeah.
he's preparing for the draft.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
convinced
which
of that.
anyone would. I mean, you're not going to miss out on
Yeah.
that money. I mean, it's smart what he's doing, but that just comes down to kind of the rules that are in place with college and him.
Right.
He should already probably not even be in college anymore and playing in the NFL. But
But that was a good story on Derek and just kind of this is his town, and
yeah,
he's happy to be a Cougar.
I mean, you guys have been covering him longer than I have since when
I
he
mean,
was
do
at
you
Manville.
recall a couple of years ago when he and Ed and Colin Wilder, who's now no longer at U of H, they were all here. before they, when they made it official, when they made their commitment
That's
to
right.
UH, talking about
That's
the
right.
H-Town takeover. They wanted to make this thing happen in Houston.
KPRC?
They were right here on Sports Sunday all together.
That's so
It was
fun.
just a touch
Why didn't-
before your time
I
here.
should have gone and pulled that footage to put in my story. That would have been fun. But yeah,
Everything they'd hoped and
Hey,
said that
here's a
night,
guy.
he
Here's
kinda-
Robert Longoria saying thank you for a great interview with the King. Helped coach him first for 9 years.
Wow.
Young man, great guy, great family.
Great
so
guy, yeah.
just,
He's so humble. Very humble. And they're playing Tulane on Thursday.
yeah. Who's the coach at Tulane?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think
They're
it's-
both foreign
I think his
school
last name's
conference.
Fritz.
Yeah, so my dad's a coach at Tulane. Most of you probably know that. And so after my interview with Derek, I actually pulled him to the side and I was like, can you kind of take it easy against Tulane? I need to get this bowl eligibility here. So
And his response?
his response was, oh, your dad's the coach there? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, okay. But I don't think they're going to take it easy
Nope.
against Tulane because Tulane beat them here, or no, at home last year.
Yeah.
And so they want that win.
Cougs still have a lot riding. I mean, they're trying
They
to get
do.
to the championship game, and
That conference is a tight race
It's
right
tight
now.
right now in the
Yeah.
West. So that's going to be on Thursday at TDECU. Tulane in town taking on U of H. So anything else tonight? We got high school playoffs, football open later in the week. We've got volleyball state tournament.
Yep.
Who are the teams again?
Ridgepoint and Kingwood Park and in 6A and 5A respectively are on their way to state. In Garland is where they're playing the state tournament, and you were mentioning
And
the high school football
We have one
playoffs.
more team, one more volleyball team, Needville,
And Needville, that's right.
defending state champion. So we'll see. Maybe get some state titles back in town. So Kevin Hurd, real quick, is Deontay Foreman ready? We're going to know more about Deontay Foreman tomorrow. I'm sure O'Brien will give a hint on that. I mean,
It's been the
gotta
last
be pretty
couple
close,
of weeks.
right?
He's been asked about when he'll return and open up that window to come off the PUP list and start practice. And each time he said he's getting closer,
Yeah.
but it's not happening. So yes, again this week, the expectation is it should be happening.
all right. Very good. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks for checking us out on Facebook Live and for watching Sports Sunday. Watch
And-
our coverage
and
all week
live
and next Sunday.
Instagram Live.
And Instagram Live. I'm holding both cameras right now. See you. How do you do Instagram?